Yeah, Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And Sabre Uhuno. Na just one main gate no any. Oba wenimu kakra bi se ufree traffic light na ewo boxing arena hono a udru main gate hono obefa onsa benkum so. Abronsan e ɛsa so tee no saa abronsan no ɛso a memfa ne sɛ second one no a nim 3 esi animu ɛna saa bere yɛgyina yi na deɛ ɛkɔ so nyinaa ɛne sɛ Bethel Laboratory Services ɛna yɛnuanom Ghanafoɔ ɛwɔ ama no ne ɔbaa ne okunu aka wɔ mu akoma sɛ kwan a yɛwu ntɛm ebi wɔ hɔ a yɛnhyɛ dan hwehwɛ nipa no ne yadeɛ ɛnhunu baabi ɛfiri na yɛtumi aboa no nti no wɔn abibie saa yɛ lab yi ano histology a yɛhwɛ using tissues ne ade atumi ehunu sɛ wo haw no baabi ɛfiri ni na yɛtumi ama wo ɛho aduro ɛno ɛna saa bere ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ dan mu hɔ a mpanimfoɔ ɛkyerɛkyerɛ deɛ ɛsi na wei yɛ very interesting a mɛpɛ sɛ wobɛka me ho na yɛwura inside na yɛtumi adi nkɔmmɔ ne mpanimfoɔ wɔn akyerɛ yɛn nsɛm baako ana mmienu bi mu. Egusu ne echichiwa eba dwumade ase bi edi nkɔmmɔ abisa wɔ mo nsɛm ba kwan na mienu nana we de ona so yɛbɛ mu akɔ aba ne yada wase nso ɛne wo brɛ sɛ one yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ.
Thank you.
Abacho adaromo udin yankasa ɛne asante achem ɔhene a woyɛ wɔ hɔ.
Yeah, me de nana ɔsɛ dwamra. Me ne asumka hene for Agugu traditional area.
Ade akɔso yi mu obi ate a na n'ani agye menim nananom mo hu ne sɛn sɛ Ghana de hyɛ wa ma no ne ɛsan ba wɔn nkyi na wɔyɛ nneɛma a ɛte sɛ yi.
Well, mpuntuo sɛ wei no abɛka deɛ ɔhɔ deda no so nti asɛm papa na sɛdeɛ me deɛ mehu no ne sɛ ɛba a ɛsɛ ɔmutimi ɛmiehu sɛ foforɔ aba mu na you show the difference no because ɛna de obi akyɛke in the health want to know the status nti na metu wɔn fo sɛ facilities in there by the management aspect of it and time delivery and it appears that they are aware so until I hope that they will live up to expectation. Nama investment na omoye no ehun abamfa so eye ni je se sisi obi e nkrofo e wa broche no bebile hu se e be fie ne be ne boa and it's also good say we have we be say enabling environment to attract people to come back home and do this kind of investment. So it is my wish say be managing here na business na very successful.
That's but nkomodi mu na me to say airline industry why you adwuma wo mu for how many years?
Oh, 35 years. In fact, Ghana was precisely. With the 35 years of Ghana, with then other jobs, airline, since you say almost 40 years now. I was the commercial director for Ghana for a long time. To the say, do baby cry, and I served in Germany as the area manager for Europe, continental Europe. So, yeah, I'm a retired airline man.
Wow. Ghana was unya yanka asen aba on Ghana say say ye new year mission bia ye betumi atete ye boss so amamfo aba tourism bi say the amama ahodo bi.
Oh, why not? I'm a national idea. Nation or national carrier. Yeah, but just that unfortunately, no. I think they didn't go the right way, but that does not mean say we cannot go back. But we are delighted that the government is making every effort to bring a national airline which is in the right direction.
Industry no, what will you want improved? air service delivery?
Well, it's not an easy industry, but dedication from staff and in here proper, management, no interference. Ghana's problem in interference. We Ethiopian Airlines. I mean, what kind of country like Ethiopia and Ghana? Oh my man, but there's one thing that they've done that is really helping them. They leave the airline alone. And Ethiopia is now one of the best in the world. True. Africa, they are the leading airline. Why? We should do better. I remember when I was in Ghana, we were even going to them to have discussions with them. It be baby crowd to say, we know one you catch a crowd anymore. So, but dedication and no interference. Only the education shows that now to me, be making sure. So the SO why
interference na anything.
Oh, see politicians here. You see politicians and the interference. But if you are doing it, say, when you are foul, amount mandate, it be a 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, it will make sure, say, you do the job. One to me near you, near the forever. And they always make sure that they put the right person there. This will be a or can be and that has really helped them. So until once you leave them and put the right people there, you shouldn't have a problem.
The nanka ebumi kakra ye domestic airlines. And also ekowie na first na akosra mamamfo ntumi mfro papa. Obisa say fuel aviation fuel akosro. Eno echi na anu the scientro wiem hyen ba ko a efri ne kwan mu ko eno so asan ama ehu domestic wise no so dey na ese.
Well, it's just unfortunate that they ran into these kind of problems. But sorry, so it doesn't mean that the business is not good. It's a good business, and gradually, if we focus and do the right thing, we should be okay. After all, AWA is doing well in the sense that we get the ownership of AWA and an individual. You see, companies you want, even it's not crowd or shares you want. So, until where you have a solid initiative, then it's good. But other airlines will be a foundation and not very solid. If it's not very solid, I won't check a crab up if you see these things. But Starboard then they're just unfortunate. And I said that but we hope that we try to avoid these kind of things because this will be about the third time for them. It's just unfortunate. But life must go on.
Sure. Finally, what advice to the aviation industry?
Well, aviation industry, the government should continue to create an enabling environment so that investors can come in and invest. It's not an easy thing. The airline business is not an easy thing. Money-wise, you need solid money. So it is our sincere hope that the government will continue to create that environment so that investors or business people will take advantage of the situation.
Let me say final, but Baby Jet, as I'm wajan, when you're quite so on, so betting me run an airline, from experience, because only find my brother will be no more hermano, and as on pay will be no say, Beya, a bit me agina than the normal Ghanaian attitude. Oh, any advice? I remember Baby Jet.
Well, he's welcome, but I know. Uncle so no be managing director or no be manager. But different lo be fan crofo. Say the near be so unimnyansa. Say nya no field no anya nko da agro. To be create not actually no hwe dey ekoso. But I believe say obe fan crofo am wa ran am. Here bibia na aba nche. But no interfere. So e be on the bit make so be say e be amoko the cross. Never cast him across a corner, a discovery. Na bia, Munko baby a bang. Bit make us an airport to one corner, Baquamium say, me operate here, fine. But again, gone are the days now. Then not see a two plane. Nkrumah mresona a two plane just fly the flag. But these days is business. And I believe that he will take the right decisions.
Right decision. I mean, very dicey kakra with this issue. Having an airport in Ho, there are some who believe say distance from Accra to Ho and Wasa, and the viability of airline Ho is also business wise. You know, my contemplation, other thoughts about. I mean, what again was asking you.
Well, that's another issue as to how they decided to create an airport in Ho, but that's part of economic development, maybe to open up the country by land, by air, So that decision, the government can be the right person to answer that question. But if you really want to look at it, well, difficult to say whether it is the right decision or not. But if you want to look at development, fine. I mean, so a bit. I'm not sure whether it's the current government or somebody, but along the line, I heard that somebody preference would be that all the regions have an international airport. If it's a government decision there, why not? If it's a government decision, one, it's up to anybody, our person operating, to look at the numbers, whether you'll be able to move passengers from that point to, Accra or wherever to connect flights. Then the really socio-economic decision one should look at.
Nana edase pa ne wobre ne wadaje enti yebeda na na ase yedi nkomo na chepa questions ni bo are very yani mpanifo ni bedi nkomo abrochire MP honorable baby boko there
wadaroma nyame dia che
mu ne say Ghana for wa mono ne e de woni ndie ba oman mu e be ye nwuma bi etese ya aban ho ne say
eye edikan no aban na hyeda se ono obema sa no ma na koso nti na wa hyeda a create the office of the diaspora no office of the diaspora no o se opese e hye ono anase e wo office of the president nti ho na nyame ncha de yama madwuma me nso meye na yedwuma titire ni nyina ne nsa aban no obe make sure say amanonefo no ene ye nkrofo wo kwantuo mu no omo be mehu say omo wo ba bi kura na omo ntwa omo ani nhwe akire ti say ne me wo faasi abeye ti say ne nkrofo bi dikan aba abeye wo mi say na nke bi a office bi akura ma nkrofo ifi abroche babeye no masade. But here is the opportunity for the government to highlight these things. Send a beya nkrofo be hu say ampa nkrofo tu kwan no omo nso adwene wo fi a omo nso boa nti ne kwan so aban na ni je ho pa e ka say obi mfa bibi mra enye say odi sika ngo a ebre nkrofo ama ye de aye adwuma ana say ye de aboya bra ngo a na ho hia etimi di nimdie ene adwuma ba fie say ya eboa ebia ne say omo ka say ebe kakra no ombe training kra che say ye betimi a training nkrofo ama omo nso atimi aye say adwuma na abi ade a ebeboa ni titiri mu kra ne say ye ka say ye de no ma South Africa ne India ne ayi ni nyina aye foreign exchange indeed the more ye betimi aye no ma ne bi wa ha no na che say ye nso ye den ye kipi esika ne bi wa me sure say ebedum ne bi no enche bia no ye betum pon akosi say nkrofo nso be start say omo nso de omo de efi ba bi ba na no nso akoye bibia ye den ye gain foreign so ndi ne kwan so say kwan aban de na ni je no ma say ho pa eno ne ye bo ho pa ye di kan omo di kan aka ye okoye ye de say tete kwashi okoye onya goal onya koko no de ba ye obi te say Ashesi University okoye ni nim de o de ba ye wetie na we bia school kefse kakraka am na obia nim say school no edi mu pa nti saa na amanɔnefoɔ no yɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ amanfoɔ nya nimdeɛ amanfoɔ nya mmerɛ amanfoɔ dwene yɛ kuro no ho na ɔmo nso mfa nneɛma pii mmerɛ ɛno nti na aban no hyɛ daa ka sɛ diaspora no ɛyɛ part of the nation building program a ɛpɛ sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛba bɛboa.
ɛyɛ na ebi mo complaini ɔmo de nneɛma ɛba ɔmo duro ha bɔ a kwan yɛ tete wɔn ɔmo bɔ ɔmo anim a ɛyɛ na emu ngo saa nhyehyɛ bɛn.
Sɛ nhyehyɛeɛ no ne kakra ne nsakra a yɛde ba customs adwuma no mu kakra no ɛyɛ paperless no a aban try sɛ ɔbɛ introduce no ɛkwan biara so no ne nyinaa yɛ in the interest of sɛ obi a ɔde biribi ba nti eventually no the more a ɛbɛyɛ better no the more a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ ama nipa intervention no ayɛ kakra bi no ɛne sikagyeɛ ne sɛ nɔɔma pii a nkurɔfoɔ bɛ manipulate no the more a ɛbɛyɛ saa no na the more a nkurɔfoɔ ɛbɛ benefit nti ne mefɛ sɛ ne nyinaa ɛyɛ ne kwan so a aban no ɛyɛ na ɛyi paa sɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ ɛhia no nti na whole vice president ayɛ in charge of that program a yɛ making sure sɛ saa adeɛ no ɛbɛyɛ yie. We started biribi a yɛnim sɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi ani nkyɛ ho we started biribi a yɛnim sɛ nkurɔfoɔ bi ɛka ho nko nanka anyɛ yie nanso with persistence with knowing sɛ adeɛ no yɛ the correct thing you will make sure sɛ ɛbɛyɛ adwuma sɛnea ɛteɛ biara nti obiara ho bɛtɔ no.
yɛbɛda ase yɛbɛhyɛ da aba na yɛne wadi nkɔmmɔ afa Ghanafoɔ ne aburokyire how ɛyɛ a wɔn wɔ ɛne kwan a wɔfa so na masɔɔvo ɛde ama wɔn.
yɛbɛhwɛ wɔn anim.
yɛda ase pa nti yɛgu so ne mpanimfoɔ no bi ɛredi nkɔmmɔ ahwɛ. Okay, yɛne Dr. Eni Enkomo, Dr. Solomon Kwesin.
Yes.
Doc, empombo kwa de.
Yehowa na adom so. Eye pa.
No kyerɛ sɛ Ghana fo bebree yɛ abɔgafo, but ɔmo te ha.
You, nea meka no yɛ no korɛ. Mpɛmpi no sɛ yɛde tissues no yɛnya no. Nea ɔmo de kɔ South Africa ɛne
kyerɛ mu kakra ɛba ne sɛ na tissues ne ba, ɛba ne sɛ na ɛkɔ South Africa.
Oh, sɛ doctor no ehu sɛ me bi empumpu bi abɔ bibi abɔ efu awo ɛna woyi sɛ yade ewo mu aha na ɔpɛ sɛ ohun yade korɔ no nti ɔde kɔ lab now labs ne bi wɔ hɔ a ne ɔmo yɛ ne sɛ esan sɛ wɔn ntumi yɛ test ahorow no nyinaa wɔ ha no na ɔmo de kɔ adɛ sɛ South Africa na sɛ India mpɛmpi no na nka yɛ sɛ ɔmo de kɔ a wɔmo sign de tissues no ɛsan ba na bebree no wɔmo mfa mba na
ɔmo de results nkwa na ɛba
ɔmo de results nkwa na ɛba ɛna afei so biribi anka wɔn sɛ wɔn fam brɛ sɛ ansɛ ne wɔn anya no sɛnea yɛ kɛn no brɛ a ɛbere kɔ so no wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ research ɛne test ahorow bebree wɔ so a ɛbɛboa wɔn ma wɔn ate yare ahorow ase nti sɛ onya wo tissue a ɛnyɛ likely sɛ sɛ broni bɛka sɛ there is no incentive for him to send the tissues back and saa na ɛkɔ so mprempren na nea ɛne ti na ma Ghana for sɛ na wɔka no obi akɔ wote anso so part ɛyɛ burger ɛwɔ baby no and the normal circumstances no kɛsɛ ɔmo san ɛde ba na ɛsan ti bia horo bi nti
ɛyɛ na ɛho hia ma mo
yiwu ɛho hia ma lab no ɛsan sɛ sɛsi a ne yɛfa no sɛ bi a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛnya further better test ɛne adeɛ nti yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ test yɛfa no sɛ bi a yɛ cancers ahorow yɛyɛ test ahorow bi wɔ so ne yɛbɛba ne sɛ yɛntumi ɛnyɛ dan ɛnyɛ saa test ahorow ɛno so ho asɛm no na nti a meka sa ne sɛ now in 1832 one pathologist a yɛfrɛ no Thomas Hodgkins ɛna o make diagnosis ɛwɔ yare bi a yɛfrɛ no Hodgkin disease now slice na Thomas Hodgkins make diagnosis wɔ so no mprempren na da ho wɔ Guy's Hospital London sɛ wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn yɛ test ahorow bi ɛwɔ Hodgkins disease mu a wɔn ahu a ɛsan sɛ wɔn wɔ slice no and as a tissue no they can go ahead and then do the test now wo deɛ no ɛwɔ India and as a ɛwɔ South Africa wo bɛ den why those tests no na saa nneɛma no ɛyɛ property assets for scientific world so that we can do further research on it nti ɛno no a ho asɛm na yɛka sɛ ɛyɛ better sɛ yɛbɛnya test ahorow no tissues no ɛwɔ yɛ man mu Tissue no de send ya Mr. Davis kai no ye de share wax mu nti ene de eh ne e wo ho ebri na no betumi eyusu na wo de kwai say wo sign de ba ene na me ka say there's no incentive nti labs na betumi astore bia wo betumi astore na ne ka ne say ehun hia kra say ye de be kɔ abrochire na afa de ba no aba ba ye den aba ba ye bibi foforo
eno chi me hwɛ lab yi e de ensronko na mode aka ho e wo Ghana de ho na eni ho dada.
Yeah, most of the things now enti ye ma ye de tissues kwa abrochire no sese ye be ye no wa ha na ye can say immunohistochemistry in about a few years time no you will be a friend fish or the if I say test be your friend fish and I say shish ni never be ye bi e wa ha and you say even kwa we immunohistochemistry no e bi wo ho eduru ba bi a ye hia further test bi to make particular diagnosis awrobi anti eno na ye di huduma no anti prepare de ye immunohistochemistry no efiri mu na as time goes on other tests no ye introduce
but ye nipa dodo a ebi wo ho a ne yare mu aye den na esenke ye test ntem na enam se ese de kwa abrochire nti wo mu afiri mu no adoso wo mamu ana se intense
and ye were labs ahoro bebre adwuma wo mu die ne se wo mu di samples no na wo mu di akwa abrochire wa settle lab no and I say wa register so lab and so wo mu nya bibia wo ho wo mu di samples no wo mu di akwa abrochire eno na ye ka ho asem for example eno enti ye mpese saade no ye den eto aso
eno no eya ema the ehun is ema check results na check but
say na ye ka no say ye tissues no e wo man mu na yetumi ye research on it
but niche na ya etumi ma obi free
eno ka ho say na ye kan no obi wo cancer say doctor no ehun say wo cancer na why then what ma appropriate management say chebebre a cancer no so edidi ko de padua no mu and say chebebre a ebedidi akọ de padua no mu.
Very interesting. Doc, that's a party. Yeguso.
Enti yema Ghana for aso nti say better laboratory services aba no. Ghana for nti na aba. Na ye pese ye boa Ghana for eno. Na ye be ye no say na ye be at least cost anka be take say wo be shape tissues ni ade akọ amana oni no. Enya ye kura no be free ho. And our cost will be competitive. E be competitive say na be ya be form na obia no etumi enya ayaresa anasa ayarehwe senia efata eno until will be quite reasonable in the pricing. Near percent Ghana for who say immunohistochemistry ne boarding. But ye be say ne bo no enye din pia nipa bebre no enye den entumi afford.
Look, that's a party. Be away directly opposite Kolebu main gate. Kasi no anymore na yene mpenimfo bi edi enkomo obronia ono na odi yanim ma just ohwa testing nyina ne ho adwuma America mamu waje award CP na yene no bedi enkomo kakra. I don't know where I should say. Okay. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming all the way from the United States to help in getting this done.
I hope we can help people here. That's the objective, is trying to get a little faster turnaround, better care for the people, because the people in Ghana deserve it too, not just Europe or the United States. We need to got to take care of the people here. So that's the objective we're trying to do, to make sure that we give them the best care we can, and so we can actually, the better care they have, the longer they can they'll be able to survive, and they won't have problems. And we all have problems, so we need to take care of those things. And hopefully these new tests that we're providing here will be able to enhance or help the pathologist make a better diagnosis and get treatment. That's the important thing, is for everyone. So, and I enjoy doing this. So I hope that this, we're going to get this lab going, and I hope it's receptive by the medical field here, the people here. But you have some good people from Ghana who's starting this, and I'm just helping. I'm just an assistant.
But your award again 2 years ago, the award you won the United States.
As a histologist of the year for the United States.
The whole United States, you were the histologist of the year.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
I know you.
That's one of my biggest honors. I've had other honors, but that's probably one of my biggest.
I know you've traveled to parts of Africa. What do you think has been the main cause of young people dying? You travel outside and you don't see it that frequently.
Care. People, they're not getting the care they need, and that's why we need to provide better tests and more accurate tests so they can get the care that they really need. I think that's the biggest problem. I've been to Kenya, Tanzania, Libya. I set up a lab in Libya. In Morocco, I've worked. I've worked in Ghana, but also Uganda. I've helped out. But the biggest, and I've been to Ethiopia. But the biggest thing is they don't have the facility. They don't have the test available that they need to make that right diagnosis, the correct diagnosis for care. And that's why we're trying to come here and provide the knowledge so we can provide that type of care here. And because some people don't even know about this, and some pathologists, they don't have the facility to give them that care, but we're trying to provide that. That's what we're trying to do. And hopefully, we'll expand on this and we'll increase our capabilities. And we can do things just like they do in Europe or the United States and things. People here need it too. Not just there. So that's what we're trying to do. And I kind of have a passion for it. I enjoy it. I'm retiring from the United States, but I'm not going to quit working. I like doing this.
I don't know where you get this energy and passion from.
I'm not sure either. Some days I wonder, but I don't know what, if I didn't do it, I think I would be bored. I want to do something. I want to help.
I see a plug there thanking you, and I tried finding out why they would do that. And from the stories I'm being told, means you've done virtually everything for free, coming down, setting up, and doing. And what makes you do that?
Well, that's not what life's about. Life's about helping people. If you're religious at all, I think your objective in life should be to help people. And not always be thinking, what can I gain from this, or how much money are they going to give me to do this? That's sad. In my opinion, that's sad. There's more to life than that. And I think and just helping people, everybody should help each other. I don't care who you are, what country you're from, what ethnic group you're from, what color you are. It doesn't matter. It's just people, and I'm sincere. I really am. I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you. That's the way I feel, So anyway, that's what I like.
Thank you very much, Dr. Davis. Thank you. Yeah. All right. And Yeguso, Nipani bi edi enkomo na yahwe lab ye lab kese pa empanimfo aye se ebeboa ama nipa yare a said ye nanka a chance sana ye hu results no we ne de ebeboa ma ye hu ne ten macha nansa ne ye hu na enure se de ma ono ye tumi de ama o chance ye de bekwa ama no ne na ebecha ebewie enti mfidi ahodo awu ni nyina no ye mfidi a ye de free America brechi memo mami empombo ko de
patro via kama
ya hwefo nyina da wasenso ene adwenpa a woni wukuno enya ya moye se mo ba o man gani mabeboa ya da mase
yo miss me da mase bebre
na ke se mo wa manane ya na mo da so dwen Ghana ho
oh me dear da bia me dwen Ghana ho, especially our health system, because me kai se be say 5 years ago me buy na me buy no na my sister and adamfo no anya oye surgery na almost say a gallbladder na un say ya na normal no ye surgery na the mount say fa ko pebe collab bi koye or the coffee no ko to twene ye, but feel that one into no now I was very concerned today bia na me dream say Ghana they will see about neighbor boy community no. They are very naive. Women say how important and maybe through that a bit when you have the correct diagnosis. And it's never madwene ba Ghana sɛ bɛboa ɛna me so yareɛ no yɛsa ka results ansana owu ansana yɛsa ka results
adan na say results
colon cancer wɔn de kɔ South Africa they took about 2 months nti abere ɔbaa no wawu nti it makes me concerned about the country.
And nti na mo asɛto we say ɛbɛyɛ ntie
ɛbɛyɛ nneɛma bɛyɛ faster because yeah na normally no yɛde adeɛ kɔ surgery no it take it 2 to 3 weeks but in sense so no Nyakopɔn talent ɔde ama yɛ ne gift ne that design pɛ sɛ yɛboa yɛ mind no ɛbɛma yɛ wait 3 to 4 days I am a result sabe bi ayɛ kama.
Oh my Ghana da mo ase but wo ba ye no wo de wani to form your health system no problem ben na ɛwɔ ho pa
Patcho your problem wɔ ho pa ne sɛ ya na results ne kyɛ enti ɛma da bia ne ya na enipa ne timi free mu ansa kwa ne ho ade ekun no ɛna one things ne sɛ ya na te sɛ immunohistochemistry american because of yɛnyɛ wɔ ha nti no ɛma enema delay it your health system in Ghana there we need to improve it.
Yeah, that's a pa na mo situation also is very strategic. Kolebu nipa ewu ahadoso na mo de see main entrance no ano sa no edamase ebeboa ama nipa pi no ano atumi enya quick but na mo kan se mo be training bi de ama
and they are one of our vision because na me, as I was saying earlier no nipa bebre ni ma de friend histology ti amobo okra o real school a onye na adwe so okoye doctor na okoye pharmacist ana nurse na otifie enti no so eboa omo pe bi foforo aye enye that field no the histology in about a year 2 years no we're going to have the school and God being so good no NSH an American Society of Clinical Pathology no Mr. Davis nyame ada Roma no almost since you started NSH want to help us so that your certification will be up to standard so I say yeah ho adwuma
we dey dance say mo amawa brochie no mo nyina mo ba de mo adwen kakra ba Ghana be yi o da bia na Ghana it is mo nyina mo mra na ukunu wo he na fe ye ne nkomo kakra emisa no ensamba kwana mienu bi fi say anamo a omotu no ye very very nice and they say been opening na fe ye no edi enkomo kakra and it's still giving you shots of a lab for fra ye bie ewo Kolebu Teaching Hospital main gate no opposite Bethel laboratory and ye wa and they are NHS mpanimfo abie ano na yene ye Dr. Bedin komo kakra na fe ye bisa no ensem ba kwana mienu bi aja ye be mo akwa ba bio e de wa ba ye nkomo esi pombo ko de
adom na mo so
ye ho ye pa
good
mo Ghana saying setting up for Ghana made amode abai e ade ya ni so say shortest possible time ye nya results than say bibia na nke de kwa mono ne but oba ye no do any to form your health system no mo hu saying
health system no yeah it's good but it could be better you beat me amana akọ atumpon ekwani mu kakra no na pese yeso beboa na emana ekọ atumpon ekwani mu
America me hwe won krata wo practice wa ha ho practice no ne Ghana practice minim so nya ncheche ni bi sha ase free Ghana ansa na wokọ ho practice no ya ha de no so ye dem ye den
America there no what happens it's like in 10 times so na patient be person ohunu ne ekoso omo batara mamra no na sabe internet wo use na o ready nyama bibria found here we busa questions bebre into by the time on free ho no na say onim what is going on that one no it helps them to be compliant with the medications whatever they have to do no so knowledge is power. That's what is driving the healthcare in America. Yeah.
No, meaning wrong diagnosis. As will be our doctor. Yeah, a hard one. So I say when you have the correct results, maybe you share symptoms. Yeah,
wrong diagnosis is always a big issue. because if you're given the wrong diagnosis now, obviously the wrong treatment will be given to you. And if they are giving you are receiving the wrong treatment, that means that the disease process is not being affected at all. It's going in its natural course, which may lead to some fatal outcome, which we are always trying to avoid. And the wrong diagnosis there is something every doctor and every individual wants to avoid. Yeah.
nti no ɛdeɛ na mo ayɛ ɛnɛ deɛ akɔ so yi no ɛdeɛ na wobɛka afa ho deɛ lab yi a mo abi a no yɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛn na deɛ na mode brɛ Ghanafo.
Yeah, lab no help to arrive to the right diagnosis. In fact, before a doctor will make a diagnosis, no, the history taking on the patient being komo and kita home, we will question. Now, from the answers now, patient be man no, and I feel doctor and person examine patient no. From the examination and conjunction with the history taking, no, then you make a list of diagnosis. We call it differential diagnosis. They are the most probable. We can list it from 1 to 5, 6, or 10. Then you want to make sure say this is a particular that one no, that the lab will help you who identify a specific test beyond man. The test will come to confirm your diagnosis or to refute the diagnosis. That will narrow you down to the right diagnosis, and with the right diagnosis and the right treatment, you know, we always expect to get a better or a good outcome for the patient and for the doctor as well.
Yadeɛ bi a na yɛnom aduro.
Ne yɛde bi a na yɛnom aduro.
Ha na deɛ wotie ɔyɛ a kɔnom aduro. Meyɛ a mekɔnom aduro. Biribiara na yɛnom aduro. Nti na mebisa wo saa no.
Yeah, what happens is before any medication, you know, there are some lifestyle changes we can address first. That if the condition gives you the chance, if the blood pressure is so high, yeah, you may not have that liberty say obey use some other aim. But the in between ones, no, first lifestyle changes is very, very important. The food you eat, the exercise is very important. If those ones are not able to address the situation now, that's when we go on to medication. And mind you, every medication has its own side effects. Every medication has its own side effect. You may even be allergic to the medication. And we try to push the medication at the bottom end of the issue. If the lifestyle change is not able to help, then we fall onto medications.
I mean, so we recommend the lifestyle changes. Oba hano lifestyle ben we hu a yensesa no as Ghanaians. Na Ghana for kra wa manane. Omo na free adwuma we to adwuma we to adwuma we. Wo ho no, how do you see Ghana for wa manane lifestyle with regards to health? Bebre no akwa okopesika.
Yeah, in fact, I've been to a lot of churches in the area for health education. Yeah, what happens is they don't go for checkups. Now, one thing is before yare no ebe show symptoms no na I did you for some time before the symptoms show. In fact, Nancy we patient be office now about for immigration physicals. A lady of about 35 years, the blood pressure was 240 over 120. She didn't have any symptoms at all. In fact, she was even arguing with me. So, any blood pressure, and to me, say, I'm teaching more. Say, this is the situation, and this is the reason why we have to do annual physicals, because so we train Emma most of the time, and it comes with complication. And recently, might be no news of high blood pressure, but I don't find it true. Or call bathroom aba, that was it. Okunya stroke or honum. I made look call hospital. As he say no, ni feeding a general yem near flu say no kugun yem. And no didi. Untimi any di say. Or the ho or nya stroke complete. Which could have been avoided. Say I didn't know find medication the way I am. The right now no, we are above and beyond the era of curative medicine. We are the era of preventive medicine. We have to prevent. See, annual physicals is something that we have to be very conscious of and adhere to, so that we can diagnose it earlier than later. And talking about one other condition, so diabetes. Nancy asked me if he will be patient B. Onim so diabetes. Now he had the symptoms or so so the A1C hemoglobin A1C it was about 12. Normally, it should be less than 6. And then he said, I quadruple before say he became aware say or diabetes. Now diabetes today you have so many complications from the top of your head not to the soles of your feet. It can affect any part and every part of your body. And these are the conditions now we have to make sure say we diagnose early. The earlier we diagnose it, the better and the better the treatment and then outcome of the treatment. Yeah, until I say you drink you need we need enough rest, we need enough exercise. And then the type of food also we have to be watchful the you know. And Trinity to say it's one my blood pressure no and Chini Odisa and also MY. Yeah.
Dr. Kwame Ben you better ask pa na nchemu a wo de amaye hene. You da say ye bo mabaso nso ene anamo a mo atu se mo mama nim de no se de na wo ka no tete kwahye amane gold anka kwantum wode baaye mo nso mo de mo gold aba nyame nhira mo.
Amen.
But we futu bi de magana for webrechire wo momra.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Say no, we are taking this opportunity to encourage us all. I mean, this nation belongs to us. You see the say it yeah. Yeah.
Maybe ansu ni hosra owu anetakra mafom.
Enti say yakoyi bibi wo hanna nimbi anya no yensamra yemfamra na yemfamoa yemman. Say ye wo hanna ka ye adwuma se ne yesi ye adwuma wo hono mu a megidi se nka Ghana nka yetumpon pa nti kakra bia wanya no nimdi bia bitimi da boa Ghana ma no yeso ye wo hanum se momra na ye help na ye mwaye man na okay ye mwaye man es me man so entumpon se ne be ya ye nkola no omu en by force omu tukwan na saying na yete say bia Libya na bo mo kotena boat mu na boat no a capsize na onipa ahwenkwa young youthful people who can be productive to the nation, the community, no, their lives are being wasted. And it is something that we have to think about. Until when you be an India, when you be no, Bomodia for brand, now, and so from more and more, your mind, sending before see a boy minor, or more doing pempen, so more do no.
Aja Kwame, yeah, that's it. All right, then into on council hall. Honey Begina na ye live interviews. How do I the bro live on Coffee TV? No, ye nina ABC. My name is producer director. Na nasifa. Yeah, that's the name. Shannon so say preventive any edruso. Then into ya prevent sa 1 year. If you say come meal, then say me dantem kakra. Ya crowd.